Welcome to a journey of tranquility and dreams. As the day gently slips away, we invite you to enter the world of peaceful slumber. Tonight, we continue our story, The Talking Pillow, where Alex learns the secrets of restful sleep with the guidance of Morpheus, the talking pillow. Allow Morpheus' calming words to wash over you as you drift into the realm of dreams, where sleep becomes a cherished companion. Relax, breathe, and embrace the knowledge that awaits you. Sweet dreams are just a whisper away. Chapter 1. The Sleepless Nights. Little Alex resided in a cozy, moonlight chamber of a charming suburban home. A typical youngster, Alex had a head full of curls and eyes as inquisitive as a cat. But there was one major difference. He couldn't sleep. Alex would lay awake, fixated on the ceiling, night after night, consumed by a deluge of thoughts and anxieties that seemed to intensify in the stillness of the night. The effects of the sleep deprivation were becoming apparent. The previously lively energy that used to fill their days had now diminished to a mere shadow, and Alex's academic performance deteriorated as a result. Friendships also got strained. Unions were as often as breathes, and dark circles had settled into a permanent appearance under Alex's eyes. Warm milk before bed and calming bedtime tales weren't helping Alex's parents get him to sleep. Even after seeing many physicians, they all came to the same conclusion. Alex was in good physical condition. It was mental, not physical, that the issue lay. Alex had trouble focusing in class and would often find himself daydreaming or fighting to keep their eyes open. When Alex's friends would notice that he seemed exhausted all the time, he would never be able to explain the sleepless nights. Feeling stuck in a vicious cycle of restless nights and tiresome days, the youngster felt lonely and alone. While Alex tore themselves apart in bed on a particularly bad night, a notion occurred to them. Maybe there was an unanticipated, uncharted area where the solution may be found. Motivated by this notion, Alex chose to explore the ancient attic, the only part of the home that had remained a mystery. The musty aroma of almost books and long forgotten. Memories filled the air as the creaking attic door swung wide. The area was cluttered with boxes and uncovered antique furniture as Alex looked about. An empty trunk rested in the corner, under a weathered window. Alex went over and opened it, drawn to it, almost like a magnet. There was a cushion inside, among other ancient knickknacks. This cushion was unlike any other. Intricate designs were stitched into it, and it gave out a gentle, reassuring light. Just as Alex extended his hand to touch it, a kind and reassuring voice echoed through the room. "Greetings, Alex. You've been on my mind." Alex spun around, startled to see that the voice was emanating from the pillow. Alex was about to go on a remarkable adventure that would reveal the wonders and mysteries of sleep. As it crested the horizon, the sunbeams illuminated Alex's chamber, bathing it in a comforting light. Alex was apprehensive as he welcomed the day, even though it was a gorgeous morning. After the confusing night with the talking pillow, Alex felt more tired than ever before as he confronted the challenges of the day ahead. In Alex's mind, school was a haze. The voices of the teachers blended into a single repetitive drone, and the words of Alex's worn-out textbooks seemed to dance over the pages. Not only had Alex's cognition been dulled by lack of sleep, but the child's soul had also been diminished. A slouched figure fighting for consciousness stood in class where an enthusiastic hand had before been raised. Alex, who was too exhausted to participate in the recess activities, sat alone on a seat and watched the other kids play. Classmates' jubilant cries and laughing seemed far away, as if they were from another planet. One in which getting enough sleep was not a pipe dream. Even at home, nothing had changed. Concern for their child's well-being increased as Alex became more reclusive and listless. Concerned murmurs on Alex's health and possible interventions permeated the dinner talk. Every night, Alex would hide in his bedroom, terrified of what the night had in store. No longer a haven, the bedroom now served as a constant reminder of the restless nights that had plagued it. With a heavy heart, Alex gazed out the window, yearning for an escape from the clutches of consciousness. A mixture of dread and optimism settled into Alex's heart as nightfall drew near. A solution to restless evenings had been offered by the talking pillow. Could a pillow, an inanimate item, really, provide the answers that Alex sought with such intensity? The pillow was quietly waiting for Alex as he crawled into bed, his heart burdened. The room became dim as the street lamp outside threw long, solemn shadows as the single light source inside faded. The events of the night before continued to play in Alex's head as they lay there. The finding of the talking pillow was fantastical, not to mention out of the ordinary. The way Alex discovered the cushion was clearly in her mind. Alex found the ancient chest after opting to investigate the long-forgotten attic. The elaborate engravings on this ancient item betrayed its age. The cushion had been the most noticeable of the many items inside. The Alex was drawn to it, not by its physical look, but by the seeming tranquility it exuded. When the pillow first started talking, Alex recalled feeling a mixture of reluctance and astonishment. A peculiar influence was exerted on Alex by the soft, almost melodious voice. Similar to a lullaby that calms a fidgety baby, it felt reassuring. As the protector of dreams and slumber, the pillow had posed as Morpheus. It was not your average pillow, as Morpheus had warned. Made with age-old knowledge of the secrets of slumber, it has stood the test of time. Its goal was to locate a person in need, someone who had trouble sleeping at all, and help them get a good night's sleep. The talk with Morpheus had been interesting despite its brevity. The pillow assured Alex that it could impart its knowledge and assist him in embracing the realm of slumber. In the quest for a restful sleep, it whispered of tales to be shared and lessons to be learnt. Even as Alex laid in bed, a flicker of optimism coexisted with the cynicism. Does this magical cushion have what it takes to put an end to restless nights? Despite his reservations, Alex could not resist the allure of the prospect of a good night's sleep, and his curiosity was running high. "Morpheus, are you there?" Alex asked into the darkness as they closed their eyes. "Yes, Alex, I am here," the comforting voice said as a little hush fell over the room. "Are you prepared to begin our adventure together?" In the pitch black, Alex drew a deep breath and nodded, prepared to follow the talking pillow into the uncharted territories of sleep. Morpheus, Alex's talking pillow, started telling its tale in the peaceful atmosphere of his bedroom, broken only by the gentle ticking of a clock. "I am Morpheus," the pillow said in a mild but audible voice. "A band of sage healers made me years ago, and my name is after the Greek deity of dreams. The importance of sleep for the body and mind was acknowledged by them, and they acknowledged its power. My mission in life is to help those who have trouble falling asleep and to lead them gently back to a peaceful night's sleep." Intrigued and bewildered, Alex listened intently. "How can the pillow help with sleep?" Alex inquired, their tone betraying their doubt. It was as if Morpheus had seen the skepticism coming. "I am more than simply a cushion, Alex. I am a conduit for age-old knowledge about slumber. My forebears bestowed upon me wisdom and anecdotes passed down through the ages. They have the inside scoop on the sleep cycle, the magic of dreams for healing, and the best practices for making your bedroom a restful haven. Moreover, I can assist you in identifying the source of your insomnia and developing a plan to overcome it." The idea was mind-blowing. Alex never dreamed that a pillow could exist that contained generations of knowledge about sleep. Morpheus continued by saying that sleep was more than a simple bodily need. It was an intricate mental and physiological process. During this period, the body could recuperate, the mind could digest the day's experiences, and the spirit could recharge. My goal over the next few evenings is to help you better understand sleep by sharing anecdotes, lessons, and practices. Morpheus spoke softly, assuring the child that they would learn to sleep. I even come to appreciate it as an essential component of their lives. Alex, who was still completely confused, nodded slowly. It was thrilling and terrifying to think that we could finally discover an answer to all those restless nights. Then apropos we set out on our adventure this evening. Morpheus said, "Put your worries to rest while you listen to me speak, welcoming rather than fighting. Good sleep is the first step toward a decent night's rest." The world outside, the room appeared to fade away as Alex closed their eyes, and the room became quieter. The lullaby-like voice of Morpheus started to spin a narrative of a bygone era when slumber was held in high esteem. And Alex felt a calmness creeping in, which was a first. The stillness with his eyes closed, and his thoughts slowly settling. Morpheus started to speak the first pearl of wisdom to Alex. Alex, the first secret to conquering sleeplessness is understanding the rhythm of sleep. Said Morpheus. Sleep is more than simply a resting condition. It's a process with several steps. There is a distinct function and significance to each phase. Laid sleep, deep sleep, and rapid REM sleep are the three phases that make up a sleep cycle, as Morpheus described them. It is during deep sleep that your body repairs itself. And during REM sleep, your brain processes emotions and memories. According to the cushion, still shrouded in shadow, Alex paid close attention. They were completely unaware of and unconcerned about this knowledge. As Morpheus went on, respecting these cycles is essential for achieving healthy sleep. Both the amount and quality of sleep are important. It is crucial to have regular and disturbed sleep cycles. A regular sleep schedule is crucial, Morpheus continued. Establishing regular bedtimes and wake times helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which in turn makes it simpler to nod off and get up when you want to. Maintaining a regular schedule helps you wind down for the night. A new awareness began to dawn on Alex as these thoughts sunk in. Sleep was more than just a way to avoid being awake. It was an intricate and vital process that required careful consideration. The calming and mild voice of Morpheus then offered a realistic course of action. Let your body and mind relax tonight. Drop all of your cares and anxieties for the day. Picture yourself in a serene and peaceful setting. Doing this will set you on the path to a night of peaceful slumber. Following the instructions, Alex let their stress melt away as they imagined themselves on a tranquil meadow under the twinkling stars. The shackles of alertness started to slip away, and after what seemed like an eternity, the temptation to sleep finally triumphed over racing thoughts. Alex still couldn't get rid of his doubts. Even after hearing Morpheus's reassuring words and learning more about sleep, the concept of a talking pillow sharing Android knowledge on sleep seems like something out of a fantastical story. Still, there they were, having a talk that seemed as genuine as the sun itself. They are truly real. In the dimly lighted room, Alex inquired with a tinge of uncertainty in their voice, as if they were still staring into space. I am as real as the need for sleep in every living being, Morpheus responded, unaffected by the scrutiny. Even if it's hard to believe in me, you have to admit that the dream world is just as fantastic. But at night, you go back to that realm. It was something that Alex thought about as a part of living. Dreams were acknowledged, even if they existed in a world of possibilities. Perhaps Morpheus was an additional element of that enigmatic realm. All right, pretend I believe you. Alex murmured gently, his words capturing their growing interest. How much more do you have to educate me? How can you put an end to the nightmares I've been having? With an air of self-confidence, Morpheus spoke back. I will show you how to sleep in peace in the evenings that are ahead. Discover the importance of dreams, how to make your bedroom a restful haven, and what you can do about the foods and routines that disrupt your sleep. If you're having trouble falling or staying asleep, I promise to tell you a tale or teach you a lesson every night. Alex felt a spark of optimism ignited by this assurance. The allure of breaking free from the never-ending cycle of restless nights was strong. Maybe if you followed Morpheus's advice, sleep might become your ally instead of your adversary, a feeling long since forgotten. It's becoming heavy, became apparent as the night progressed. Awe and a glimmer of optimism were gradually supplanting the pessimism. Maybe, just maybe, this was the first step towards a future where I slept well and felt refreshed all day long, while being embraced by the gentle members of Morpheus, the talking pillow. Alex drew her to sleep, and they had an own time, buoyed by that positive notion. Chapter 2. The first lesson, the science of sleep. Alex got ready for bed the next night with a renewed feeling of purpose, basking in the moonlight that streamed through the window. Alex rolled over onto his back and looked at Morpheus, who had grown to be a reassuring figure. Tonight, Alex, we explore the magic of sleep. Morpheus started. Understanding how sleep works is the key to mastering it. While Morpheus described the two primary forms of sleep, rapid eye movement, my man, Alex listened carefully. Phase 1. Non-REM sleep consists of 3 distinct phases. The change from awake to asleep is the first phase. In the second, known as light sleep, your core temperature and heart rate both decrease. The third stage, the deepest sleep, is essential for the body's restoration and development. Then Morpheus went on to say that most dreaming happens during rapid eye movement time sleep. Your brain is almost as busy when you're asleep in rapid eye movement sleep. Cognitive processes like learning, memory, and creativity all depend on this stage. Next, the pillow went on to detail the stages of a typical night's sleep. A healthy night's sleep is comprised of many cycles, each of which lasts around 90 minutes. As the night goes on, the duration of each stage varies. The idea captivated Alex. It was illuminating to see sleep from a scientific perspective. The little one understood that sleep was more than a simple transition between awake and asleep, and is an intricate and necessary process. For maximum health and happiness, Morpheus said, finish these cycles. Disruptions in these cycles can lead to feelings of fatigue and affect your mood and cognitive abilities, said Morpheus. Something was being set up as Alex took in this new knowledge. In order to overcome Alex's sleep issues, it was necessary to understand the phases of sleep. Sleep no longer seemed to be an enigmatic, uncontrollable phenomenon, but rather a science that could be studied and controlled. An appreciation for sleep that had previously been lacking took root in Alex's Morpheus's words lingered in his thoughts. Alex was prepared to learn more as the quest to regaining peaceful evenings continued. Now that he was safely in bed for the night, Alex turned to Morpheus with an inquisitive mind. Dreams and rapid eye movement. See what things you brought up, Morpheus. To begin with, what are dreams and why do we experience them? A thoughtful tone crept into Morpheus' voice. Dreams, Alex, are a fascinating part of the sleeping process. You may think of them as an expression of your subconscious. Your most private ideas, worries, and ambitions might find an outlet in your dreams. While Morpheus described how dreams come to fruition during rapid eye movement, Laurent said, Alex paid close attention. According to some hypotheses, dreaming helps the brain work through feelings and memories. Whatever happens throughout the day, even if you aren't aware of it consciously, your dreams may help you cope with it. Dreams, according to Morpheus, are symbolic. Symbols and metaphors are the language that dreams often use to communicate. Gaining insight into your dreams might help you make sense of your waking existence. Curiosity piqued in Alex, because they were often only recollected as ephemeral thoughts or sensations. After one woke up, dreams have long been shrouded in mystery. Morpheus suggested that Alex maintain a notebook in which he could write down his dreams, but think about them later. This practice can help you connect with your inner self, revealing thoughts and emotions that might be hidden during your waking hours, said Morpheus. After our discussion about dreams came to a close, Alex gained a deeper respect for these nocturnal adventures. Dreams were more than simply fleeting pictures. They played an essential role in the slumber process and provided insight into the unconscious mind. Alex felt a stronger connection to the enigmatic realm of sleep after hearing about dreams, that it transformed from an ethereal, unapproachable domain into a vital component of existence, brimming with significance and direction. Alex got into bed the next night, anticipating Morpheus' instruction, where a soft breeze murmured through the open window. We discussed essence and desires last night. Regarding sleep's physiological effects, however, what are they? In what ways may it impact my physical well-being? Alex inquired, their voice betraying a genuine interest. The tone of Morpheus' response was instructive. Alex, your physical and mental well-being depend on getting enough sleep. Restorative processes take place in your body when you sleep. Muscles repair themselves and growth hormones are secreted during this period. As a developing kid, this is of the utmost importance. The fellow continued by saying that sleep was essential for proper immunological function as well. A stronger immune system means you're less likely to become sick when you get enough sleep. Cytokines are proteins that aid in the fight against infection and inflammation, and they are produced by your body during deep sleep. Another important topic that Morpheus brought up was the need of sleep for the health of the brain. Memory, focus, and learning recall cognitive processes that rely on sleep. As you sleep, your brain processes and solidifies the events of the previous day. Insomnia raises the risk of neurological diseases and impairs cognitive function. Alex took it all in as he listened. More serious than just feeling weary, the effects of sleep deprivation were starting to become apparent. Restful sleep was fundamental to good health in general. Afterwards, Morpheus discussed the advantages to mental and emotional well-being. Mood regulation and mental health are both impacted by sleep. The regular sleep schedule helps alleviate mental health issues including sadness, worry, and stress. At the end of the class, Alex had a whole new appreciation for slumber. Rather than being a static condition, it was an active process critical to health and wellness. Strong resolve to conquer the sleep problems and fully embrace the rejuvenating effect of sleep washed over Alex as this realization. Later that night, in the calming stillness of the chamber, Alex eagerly anticipated Morpheus' next instruction. Morpheus, I was wondering if you could fill me in on how other cultures saw sleep. Did it ever have the same level of significance? While tucked snugly beneath the blankets, Alex asked. A narrative rhythm crept into Morpheus' speech. Alex, I'd want to transport you to a bygone era. Many ancient civilizations held sleep in high regard. It was thought to be a holy place where the spirit might commune with other dimensions and acquire knowledge. The pillow started telling a story about ancient Greece. People back then thought sleep was a divine blessing. The Greeks had two deities, Hypnos, who was associated with sleep, and Thanos, who was associated with death. They were revered as mild deities who brought tranquility and relaxation. In their honor, temples were constructed, and pilgrims would travel there to get healing and clairvoyance in dreams. The ancient Egyptians, according to Morpheus, saw sleep as a portal to the underworld. where they had conversations with the gods and received their instructions. They had special sleep temples where priests and priestesses would interpret dreams to provide insight and solve problems. The narrative progressed by mentioning other ancient cultures that placed a premium on sleep, such as the Romans and the Chinese. These people likewise believed that sleep was essential to one's well-being, knowledge, and spiritual connection. Inspiring awe, Alex listened intently to these stories. It seems that sleep had always been a sacred, mysterious condition, necessary for the maintenance of not just bodily health, but also mental and spiritual equilibrium. All these legends point to one thing: sleep has always been an important component of people's lives. According to Morpheus, a period of rest and renewal for spirit and body. If you keep this in mind, you'll be more likely to value and appreciate your own sleep. Echoes of bygone days gave Alex a newfound respect for slumber, a haven that had been treasured and revered by people for all of humankind's ages. It was more than simply a contemporary need. As Morpheus's stories of old sleeping rituals melted into the room's ambient noise, Alex reclined in deep contemplation. The soft light of the moon illuminated the room, creating a tranquil mood. From its scientific significance to its venerated position in ancient civilizations, Alex's mind was brimming with fresh discoveries on sleep. My own reverence for the nocturnal realm have grown as a result of these contemplations. Sleep, Alex came to see, was no more than a simple nightly ritual. It was an intricate journey with profound historical roots and an absolute need for human health. A deep sensation of serenity started to sweep over Alex as these ideas whirled in his head. The feeling of calm and acceptance took the place of the typical restlessness, the opposition to going to bed. After gaining a fresh perspective on the significance of sleep, Alex felt a connection with the many generations who had previously respected and treasured it. When Morpheus spoke, the stillness was broken softly. The tales and information are here to help you embrace sleep as much as to educate you, Alex. Follow led into a calm and collected frame of mind. In the moonlight chamber, Alex nodded, his heart full of appreciation for Morpheus and the path they had traveled together. Beyond its original purpose, the cushion had evolved into a trusted companion, a wellspring of knowledge and solace. The weight of the night fell on Alex's eyelids. Now the typical restlessness that had troubled them felt far away. Its steadfast absence gave way to a peculiar, sleepy eagerness to hit the hay. Alex felt a soft lull into sleep as they closed their eyes, the night's teachings woven into their dreams. Their whole relationship with sleep was being changed by the adventure with Morpheus, not simply Alex's comprehension of it. Alex was having one of the most restful nights sleep in quite some time as the night wore on. Alex was effortlessly lulled into a peaceful sleep by the combination of Morpheus's wisdom and a tranquil atmosphere. Alex finally had a peaceful transition between sleep phases after what seemed like an eternity. A good sleep cycle brought peace to a mind that was often anxious and restless. In response to the allure of deep sleep, the body, which is often tight and uneasy, retreated to the soothing depths of the bed. While in this meditative state, Alex felt the restorative effects of sleep for himself. Muscles loosened up and healed, and the immune system got a boost. The body felt revitalized. As this was happening, the brain was busy consolidating memories and making meaning of emotions based on the events of the day. Thoughts and inspiration swelled and receded like gentle waves, each one leaving a little mark. Alex hardly moved as the first rays of morning light filtered into the room. I had never felt anything like this sense of awakening after a deep, rejuvenating sleep before. After what seemed like an eternity, a renewed sensation of energy, revitalization finally settled in. The under-eye bags, a perennial symptom of insomnia, were less prominent, and concentration and clarity returned to the mind. With a grateful grin on his face, Alex sat up in bed and gazed over at Morpheus. Morpheus, I am grateful for what seemed like an eternity. Last night I slept well, and knew improved me. Despite his quiet demeanor, Morpheus exuded an air of comfort and contentment. Alex, I'm pleased. Stay tuned, since this is just the start. There is a great deal more to discover and know. You will grow closer to the realm of restful slumber as we continue on this path together. With a renewed sense of hope and excitement for the evenings to come, Alex nodded. The lectures from Morpheus were more than simply information. They were life-altering events that helped Alex finally find peace while sleeping. A renewed sense of purpose and optimism were met with the arrival of the next day. Armed with the rejuvenating power of a good night's sleep, Alex was prepared to take on the day's difficulties and delights. On the road to a lifetime of healthy, balanced sleep, Alex reached a major milestone on his first night of improved sleep with Morpheus.